Hi there, I'm Monte Merz. I'm the owner and managing partner of the High Country Search Group. We're based out of Denver, Colorado, and I'm coming at you today from my remote Evergreen location. The reason for this video is that over the past 20 years, I've done more than a handful of references for Peter Lefkowitz and the Morgan Consulting Group. The reason for that is over the past 20 years, Peter and Morgan Consulting has been the foundation, the foundational training for everything that High Country Search really has been and has become. I thought it might be most efficient to just put together a video and talk a little bit about my experiences and the results of working with Peter over that time. Probably a good place to start is me. I moved to Colorado in 1994 from Nebraska. Joined a big national search firm, got on a finance and accounting perm desk, and just recruiting clicked for me. It made a lot of sense. It just was something that I knew I was probably going to be doing for the rest of my life, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up moving to another national search firm. Spent about 5 years with them, starting kind of running a desk and running an office to running multiple offices, ultimately running all their Colorado and Utah operations, until one day I managed to get myself both promoted and fired same day. And I was never the guy that wanted to start my own firm. I didn't have any other marketable skills, so I figured I probably better just launch my own company, and there I went as a solo recruiter. So 2002 was my first year, and it was terrible. It was awful. I didn't really realize how much I depended on the structure of these big firms. I don't think any, big firms get this bad reputation of, these horrible places to work or whatever, but it's structure. And when you don't have it, you realize it pretty quickly. So I went out kind of in search of, what should this look like? There's a lot of trainers out there. I'm a farm kid from Nebraska. I was looking for simple. I was looking for sustainable. I was looking for, an honest way to do the job that if you just did it consistently, you kind of knew what the results were going to be. So I guess it's not surprising that I ended up with Peter, but I sure appreciate it. I went out looking for a trainer, and I ended up with a lifelong business partner and really just a lifelong friend and mentor that I'm just eternally grateful for. I guess to establish a little credibility, let me think about this. I started with Peter in 2003. I was a solo recruiter. I went to his rookie training. I probably went to it 2 or 3 times. Things kind of started to pick up, and I knew I was probably going to need to hire some people. So I went to his management training. And now today we're 23 desks. Our last year we had a $485,000 GM per desk average. We were named the #1 best place to work in Denver by the Denver Business Journal, and we've been Fortune 500 fastest growing companies. And I guess we haven't turned anybody over. We haven't turned a desk over in over 2 years. So something must be working. I guess what's this all about? I guess I can kind of give you my idea why, if I was going to do this all over again, why I would do this all over again. For starters, my 2 biggest things is Peter's got a rookie training. He's got a management training. The rookie training, you go in, you can send your rookies, whether they're real rookies or experienced rookies, and kind of day 1, teach them how to source. Day 2, teach them how to recruit. Day 3, teach them how to interview. He teaches something that people really, it clicks. It clicks for the candidates, it clicks for the clients, and it makes it just a more sustainable job for the rookies as well. They understand it. I think something that's great about Peter that I can't do, I'm managing, I'm kind of running a desk, I'm doing a lot of different things. Peter can kind of come in and just say, hey, with consistency, this is the verbiage. This is how we do it. And it doesn't matter if it's someone I hired 10 years ago or 5 years ago or today. Consistency of verbiage, consistency of definitions, consistency of scripts, of whether it be a recruiting script or even just a positioning statement, which I don't think too many people are walking around out there, but where rookies can walk out and say, hey, this is why you should use me. This is what's different about me, and be able to lay that out to a client or a candidate, or honestly, I think that most importantly is probably for themselves, if they say it out loud. This is what's different about our firm, and this is how we do things. Again, I think that it doesn't matter if they're rookies or experienced. Rookies need that foundational, here's how to do the job. Experienced recruiters, it's great for them too to go through his rookie training because they then have heard the same verbiage, the same scripts, the same, because they came from somewhere else. And if you don't have sort of a consistency of delivery of your training, your basis, then you kind of have a Tower of Babel where people are using different terms for different things. And so I think it's important to get experienced recruiters into that rookie training as well. So then I got into the management training. And management training is, again, if you can put it up on the whiteboard, I can follow it. So instead of just saying, hey, I want you to bill a whole bunch and listen to me, I think the pieces of his management training are really setting corporate activity standards. These are levels, if you have interviews, send outs, and job orders, just some basic lowest common denominator things that we're driving at, and then setting out activity standards of excellence, acceptable and unacceptable. It really just kind of takes the emotion out of it. You don't have to say, hey, you're not billing anything, I'm really upset with you. You can really start breaking into saying, hey, are we doing our interviews, our send outs, our job orders? And are we doing them at a level that's going to lead to success? And if not, then what do we need to do to fix that? He then ties sort of compensation theory into the corporate activity standards. And that to me is a huge thing. I don't want to just pay you for bringing in jobs because then you're going to do whatever you can to fill those jobs, no matter what that is. If I pay you to do the job right, as well as obviously commissions, it just leads to just a more stable foundation. We built this company one brick, one person at a time, and that I think the compensation is a big part of it. As we started growing, then he also has a sort of an internal growth, how if you're having success, you can actually hire people within my company. There's a structure for that. There's structure for time management. Here's how to run your day. Obviously it's going to fall apart, but this is starting a day. This is what a perfect day should look like. And then, I think this all leads to sort of just a training culture where I'm not a big manager. I'm not a very good manager. I'm probably a much better leader than I am a manager. And if I know how to train rookies and what the structure should look like, I spend an hour on Wednesday, an hour on Friday every week of just, this is what the playbook is. And let's just get everybody on the same page with this. And then I don't spend my whole day managing people. They know what they're supposed to do. I hire motivated people. I don't motivate them. And I just want a consistency of effort from everybody. And that allows me to be, really the leader of the team, and lets everybody else manage themselves. Recruiting is both, it's art and science. The nuances and the style, the art of recruiting is going to happen. But the science, there aren't that many moving pieces, and I think that Peter just has the science dialed down. He can teach your people how to source, how to recruit, how to interview. He can tell you probably, here's 30 years of data. If you have this many send-outs, this many interviews, this many job orders, you're probably going to have success, and probably this is about what your billings are going to be. So, I joined up with Peter about 20 years ago, just looking for a plan, and it was just for me. I was looking for something that was simple, consistent, sustainable, something that I could hold myself to and know that I was going to have success, and that happened. But then it just turned out that that's what everybody else was looking for too. So I was just able to, one at a time, just bolt people onto the same system that I was using as a solo recruiter. And now, we have 5 different divisions doing 5 different things, but we're doing it all the same way. So anyway, that is my take. I could not possibly recommend anybody higher than Peter. And Peter, I just appreciate everything you've done for me and my family and my business over the years. So anyway, take care. Have a great day.